We salute. Look at me still standing tall. Every corner taught me how to ball. Different routes, but we cut from pride to the whole room. We don't hide. No apology. I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm proud. Same name, same sound. Same sound. From the hood to the fields, we loud. We loud. We loud. Hold your head, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Yeah. Let them talk, we still here, hard-earned steps, no fear, city kid, country kin, all of us built from the skin we're in. Raise it up when your name get called, one love strong, we standing all. No apology, I'm proud, I'm proud, I'm proud. Same name, same sound, same sound. From the hood to the fields, we loud, we loud, we loud. Hold your head, stand your ground, stand your ground. From the block to the Street roads, we go where the real ones go. No apology, that's the code. Proud roots, heavy, let's show. Yeah. Hey. From the steps where the paint done peeled. Same sky, same hunger, same steel. New York block or red clay lane. I wear my dirt like a gold chain. Mama said stand where you came from, even when they try to make me tame, son. I got the block in my walk, no shame. Every scar on my name got fame. Look at me still standing tall. Every corner taught me how to ball. Different roots, but we cut from pride. Tell the whole room we don't hide. No apology, I'm proud. I'm proud, I'm proud. Same name, same sound, same sound. From the hood to the fields, we loud, we loud, we loud. Hold your head, stand your ground, stand your ground. From the projects where the summers hit hard to the back roads with the dogs in the yard, we were raised on grit and a little bit of fire, hand down dreams and a love for the higher. Front porch talks, corner store plans, quick witch, drawn back, callous hands. If you know that life, then you know this truth. We don't buy for the wrong, we salute. Look at me still standing tall. Every corner taught me how to ball. Different routes, but we cut from pride to the whole room. We don't hide. No apology, I'm proud. I'm proud, I'm proud. Same name, same sound, same sound. From the hood to the fields, we loud, we loud, we loud. Hold your head, stand your ground, stand your ground. Yeah. Let them talk, we still here, hard-earned steps, no fear, city kid, country kin, all of us built from the skin we're in. Raise it up when your name get called, one love strong, we standing all. No apology, I'm proud, I'm proud, I'm proud. Same name, same sound, same sound. From the hood to the fields, we loud, we loud, we loud. Hold your head, stand your ground, stand your ground. From the block to the Pine Street Road, we go where the real ones go. No apology, that's the code. Proud roots, heavy, let's show. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. From the steps where the paint done peeled. Same sky, same hunger, same steel. New York block or red clay lane. I wear my dirt like a gold chain. Mama said stand where you came from, even when they try to make me tame, son. I got the block in my walk, no shame. Every scar on my name got fame. Look at me still standing tall. Every corner taught me how to ball. Different roots, but we cut from pride. Tell the whole room we don't hide. No apology, I'm proud, I'm proud, I'm proud. Same name, same sound. From the hood to the fields, we loud, we loud.
Scott Free is going live.
Let's go.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We were raised on grit and a little bit of fire, him down dream for the higher.
All right. People, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Scott Free Morning Show. I'm your host, L. Scott. I appreciate you for showing up today. People, we're streaming live on multiple platforms. I am super duper late, as always, but it is what it is. Technical difficulties. And when you out here today, I'm a one-man band, so you just gonna have to get this lateness. Now, I'm not gonna hold you too long today. I have a lot to do this afternoon, so I'm going to try to make this show as abbreviated as possible. So that's why I kept the show kind of light. We'll get back into the heavy conversation probably tomorrow, but today I wanted to keep it kind of light. And to be honest with you, that's why I put up the BET. Honestly, let me get in here. But like I said, while people come in, we're gonna dive deep into the show from last night a little bit. And just in a light-hearted way. I don't have many critiques about the show at all last night, but I just wanted to come in and talk about everything with the family. So that's basically, good God, I can't even talk today. That's basically what we're going to talk about today. We're going to basically get in here. We're just going to have some little fun, talk about the show, talk about what we didn't like about the show. I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate the people for coming on in. So that's what we're going to do. I feel a little country today. But if this is your first time here, definitely go ahead and hit the like button, hit the follow button. And what I like to do before I get into the heavy topic of the show, I dive into stuff that's in my timeline. And then that way I give people time to come on in and enjoy the show. If you're watching the backup page, which is called the L. Scott page on TikTok. You can follow me on all of my social media. Let me put it up here. Just have this social media. You can put this over here. The YouTube channel you can actually follow. Again, if you want to see all the playbacks, go over to YouTube at 300 Radio, the number 1. It's on the screen right there. So go ahead and hit that if you want to. I put it up there at the end of the show to make sure everybody has something to follow. But I'll give people time to come on in if they're going to come on in today. It's a hot day. I know. A side note before we even get into the show. Man, has anybody been paying attention to what's going on in Europe? Let me pull these microphones back. Good God. I've heard conflicting stories, but I've seen stuff like signal lights outside. I don't even know if I said that right. That don't sound right today. But I've seen them things melting. I've seen people's sidewalks melting. And mind you, that can't just be like just 100-degree weather. That sounds way hotter than just 100-degree weather. Look, I'm from the South. We've seen 100-degree weather. I got family on the West Coast and out in Texas and Arizona. I've seen hot. Believe me, I've seen hot. But this seems to be like crazy hot. So I don't know what's going on out here, but pray for them folks. And hope and pray for us that this crap don't come here, because I know they pushing this stuff on them folks. Now, why they doing it, I don't know. Side note, why y'all ain't got no air conditioners over there? Anybody watching from Europe, why y'all don't have air conditioners in your house? Does it not get that warm at all out there? Is that what it is? Are y'all using cheap material? Like, is y'all signal lights and things out there made of plastic? I don't know. Anyway, before I get into the heavy stuff, I had to play this. I want to talk a little bit of something about Stephen A. Smith. Well, it ain't about Stephen A. Smith, about Jaylen Brown before I get anything. So all the ladies, just hold on. Give me about 30 seconds to a minute. I want to address that in a minute about Jaylen Brown. I have something I want to say about that because they are really riding this young man. But I want to talk about that. And I also want to bring this up first. This right here trips me out. So this is in Oregon, right? Guys, I want you guys to watch this right here. In Oregon, I'm going to play something for you guys. And first of all, let me just let it set itself up, and then I'm going to come back and address it. Hold on.
Convicted and sent to jail for collecting.
Hold on. Here we
JB gets.
Oregon man was convicted and sent to jail for collecting and using rainwater on his own property, sued by the state for theft. Rancher Gary Harrington built 3 large reservoirs on his own land to collect rainwater and snow melt. He claimed the water was primarily for fire protection reserves and for providing water to wildlife. But the state called it theft and prosecuted Gary. A municipal code stipulates that all water within city limits, including precipitation, is part of the public water supply. The city requested...
What? So let me get this straight. So let me dissect it for the people if you didn't get... Oh, my bad. And they'll die. I'm sorry. I didn't even put it up there. Let me narrate what happens. I'm sorry, I forgot to even play the audio for you guys. So basically, it's a guy in Oregon who was catching rainwater, and now he has to spend 30 days in jail. Why does he have to spend 30 days in jail? He has to spend 30 days in jail because it's against the law to catch rainwater, because it disrupts the ecosystem that they have there. No, that's a lie. Look, people, again, I say this all the time. Who was the first people who agreed that you were going to allow people to own land and to own water? Stuff the earth provides. How you owning apples? I'm with you, Orlando Brown. God give us apples for free, and why we gotta get I don't understand this. And this whole point, this man wants to put reservoirs on his own property, and he wants to catch what comes out the sky. Why is that against the law? These people are greedy. That is crazy to me. And I played it, and like I said, the next video, I'll make sure that I definitely play it. But yeah, that bothers my spirit. Oh yeah, actually, I think y'all heard it. My bad. I think you heard it. I think you can hear the playback. Let me mute myself. I'm probably echoing over there. All right. So anyways, so yeah, that's what I wanted to say about that. It's gotten crazy because my whole thing was like this. I preach it all the time. Man, get your own land, get your solar system, get your well water, and if you can't get well water, catch you some rainwater. But something, we're gonna have to go off grid eventually. These people crashing out. Man, first of all, we getting cooked this Monday afternoon, even though I know it's the Sky Free morning show in the afternoon. It's morning somewhere, okay? But I'm just gonna say that we gotta get cooking on the show. And the world going crazy, man. Everywhere you turn, they got some people doing some crazy stuff, saying some crazy stuff. So matter of fact, before we dive into the main topic, which is BET Award, which ain't hard to dive into that, and I'll let you guys give me y'all comments. That's what I basically want to talk about, what y'all thought more than anything else. So when I bring the comment section around, hear what you guys think about what happened last night. But outside of that, I just want to dive into a couple of things we got to cover. There's some crazy people out here. But before we do that, I need to speak about something about this Jaylen Brown. If y'all don't know who Jaylen Brown is one of the NBA's top players. Jaylen Brown is what they always be preaching that black men need to be. Black men need to be smart and successful and all this other stuff. Jaylen Brown fits every category. He's intelligent. I think he's Ivy League. I don't even know if he's Ivy League, but I know he's college educated. He's a very, very smart guy. I know he does lectures and things outside of work. The boy is just efficient, and I say boy because he's young, but he's efficient, but they dog that brother. They always got him on the trading block. They always talking about they don't like him, this, that, and the third. And I want to play some Shannon Sharpe said that I vehemently disagree about Jaylen Brown, and then we're going to get into some more crazy stuff. But hold on one second.
JB gets mad at Stephen A. JB gets mad at places like Nightcap and others. Get mad at the Boston Celtics. You can't get mad at organizations for covering you being brought up, because guess what? You arrived in Boston 1 year before Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum name has never come up in a trade when Boston were trying to acquire someone. Your name has constantly come up, and everybody gets mad at Stephen A. People get mad at us for.
No, that's what I wanted to bring up. People don't get mad at Stephen A. for bringing up what Boston should be bringing or shouldn't be bringing. That's not what's happening. No. What's happening is, I remember the beef between Jaylen Brown and Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith was making innuendos that Jason Tatum, his partner in crime, his other superstar on the team, had a problem with him. That was an innuendo. That wasn't him covering the story. No, see, this whole thing, I get it. And see, I'm going to tell you what's wrong. I like Shannon Sharpe. I love Shannon's commentary. I think he's funny. I love the country accent and everything that goes along with it. I have no problem with Shannon Sharpe until we start getting into real conversations about things, especially with things that are going to come on racial lines. And yes, even though Stephen A. Smith, he leans on the racial line because all his commentary is predicated on what the skin tone of the people he's talking about. So when I see Shannon Sharpe standing in front of me, and he always making excuses, and I see it for Stephen A., and I know what that is. Shannon, I get it. You missed the ESPN check and notoriety. I get it. But I'm going to tell you, brother, stop trying to cover. There's no need to support Stephen A. and anything that he does when he covers these players to this level. Jaylen Brown is an intelligent black man. He is not sensitive. He is not overly talking about they criticize. None of this. What it is, you brothers will go too far sometimes on specific people, and then other ones that you like, you won't do. And Stephen A. is the king of basically saying, when it's someone of white tea descent, I will not speak heavily negatively about him, but I will run a brother through the ringer and then act like he knows something that he don't know. Stephen A. halftime be lying because he always got some dirt on somebody. You don't want me to tell you what this person said about. Why are you gossiping? Why are you mad? Why don't you stick to the topic that people may be talking about with you? If Jalen has a problem with you, why don't you address that instead of getting gossipy about his teammate? And Shannon Sharpe, stop covering that mess like he's doing it in a professional, journalistic way. No, he's not. Let him finish.
For discussing it. Get mad at Boston for keep putting your damn name in trade discussions, wanting to get off of you. It's not.
No, it is your job, Shannon Sharpe, knowing that this brother is always in the MVP race. He's an NBA champion and the star of his team. You supposed to be talking about how Boston's crazy for having him on that block all the time. Let's stop acting like Jaylen Brown's on the trading block because Boston just don't like. They just don't like because he's an intelligent, independent thinking black man. He wants to do things outside of the system that favors himself and his own culture, and they frown upon that. When are you going to cover it in the proper manner, Shannon Sharpe? Because that's what's happening at that moment.
Not our fault that Boston Celtics organization views Jason Tatum more favorably than they view you.
But now talk to why you believe that is. And then he ain't gonna have no problem with you covering him. I promise you. Trust me.
Every parent, and don't let them lie to you, have a favorite. Jason.
What? No, I disagree with it. See, no. I mean, maybe some of you guys do, but no, I vehemently disagree. Oh, my bad, Sam. My bad, Pamper. My bad. I see that car. I left on the Black Panther for you guys. There you go. That should have solved the problem. My bad. Thanks for that. Ski Sharp. That should clear up the problem. I keep forgetting to come back and play in the audio, but I'm playing Shannon's audio over here. But I'll be mindful of that. But yeah, let me finish out so I can move on.
Tatum is the Boston Celtics' favorite. You get mad at everybody saying, ain't nobody, fans in Boston, ain't nobody trying to put JB and JT against each other. The Boston.
No, I started this commentary by saying that's what Stephen A. alluded to. Do not tell us that we did not see that because now that's why people think they're potentially beefing. Stephen A. put that out there. Why isn't it Jason Tatum's never been on his podcast? Why? That's what you said to him. See, to me, I know that's how you've been disingenuous because if you wasn't, you would be saying that right now, Shannon.
The Celtics say we feel Jason Tatum is better. We have this piece that is valuable, and we're willing to trade Jaylen Brown to acquire more.
No, they are willing to get the independent Negro out of town. We don't want that. We don't like that. That's frowned upon. You realize, hey, like, I appreciate the Cowboy his award today for you. Appreciate it. But let's just be honest. If we look around the NBA, especially, let's look at the NBA, because the NBA is the one who has a lot of podcasts. Have you ever just listened to the players talk? Especially when they start talking about the politics of the game, how the world works, what you do and shouldn't have to do. And you start saying, because I don't want to name names because you probably know who the people I'm talking about, but a lot of them have a warped way of thinking, or basically they have been under them folks for far too long and they got a wrong or it's just the viewpoints that they have don't align with the way the world really works. And then two, the way a lot of times those guys think is the reason why they never make any progress. Like, i.e., this still, to me, makes no sense. NFL, why in the heck do y'all not have guaranteed contracts still to this day? I know some people have gotten them, but what I'm saying is, why isn't it standard when you put that name on that signature on that paper, that money is coming to you regardless unless you decide something different? Because the reason why I say that is because out of all sports, these dudes are banging their heads against the ground. And they don't even have guaranteed contracts. So a lot of people getting cut before the big payday is coming. The big payday is coming. How many times have y'all seen? And I'm gonna move on. I promise I'll move on. But it's crazy all the things that these players are going through and have to go through, and they only have a guaranteed contract. It just makes no sense. But anyways, moving on. Let me pull this chat around. Let me pull one more topic that I want to talk. One more thing before I get into it. I'm gonna keep it light today, so we're gonna move on. I'm a gossipy today. I'm a little gossipy. So I wanted to say that I haven't watched. I'm watching it. I'm covering it for entertainment purposes for the show. It's not for me. I don't like this shit. But I'm covering Love Island, So I've been watching it. I'm not gonna lie, I've watched it, but I didn't watch yesterday's episode. But I'm sitting there watching it, and I have to say something. I don't know if you people watch it. I'm gonna say something, then I'm gonna move on. I don't care what you guys' opinion is, because I'm probably in the minority. I don't. No, I'm gonna stay away from it. I'm gonna stay away from this subject because y'all ain't gonna like me after what I got to say about the show. So let me just put the chat around. Hit the like button. Shut a lot. I'm not even gonna talk about it because y'all ain't gonna like me out there because some of that stuff I say is crazy as cat shit. So, but anyway, what you say? Hell no, for Trip. What's going on? What did I say? What did I say? I'm sorry. What did I say that you agree or disagree with? Hold on. So guys, anyways, let's get into the little show. Let's talk about a little bit of BET Awards. The BET Awards. Now, I watched it, right? I watched a lot of, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't watch it thoroughly like I used to back in the day. Let me just be honest with you guys. I'm getting old, and as I get older, I find myself not being in the loop when I watch the show. Like I remember, I'm gonna tell you a few years ago, maybe 10 years ago, is when it started really falling off for me. Because I remember watching one of the pre-shows and I said, I don't know anybody on this bitch. When I said nobody knew nobody. And then when, like, now to the point when I watch the show, you have some talented people, I'm just saying, it just don't hit the same. Entertainment world is not the same. When I was a little bit younger, just think of when the BET Awards. The BET Awards at one point, early 2000, it was an event. All the stars came out. And when they came out, the stars really could perform because they actually had talent. I'm not saying not everybody ain't talented now, because that Duran Bernard with his little sensitive stuff, that motherfucker sing his patootie off. So I'm not saying some people ain't got talent. It is nowadays. I agree with you, Trip. It just don't hit for me like it used to hit. And I think it has a lot to do with, I always keep saying this and people don't agree with me, it's just that it's the removal of black people from everything. And then we allow these people to co-opt everything. Like I said this last night. I saw the tribute from Janet Jackson, Tiana Taylor. As I'm watching this, I have no problem with this. This woman, I obviously idolized this woman, and then to have this woman come out and say some sweet words to her that she said she didn't even know, that's amazing. I have no problems with it. I guess for me, when they said she won other awards, but she also won the director, she won this, and she won the actress, and she won that, and I was sitting there thinking to myself, I think that's my problem with a lot of these award shows that are targeted towards black people, because we know they're not black owned. So since they're targeted towards black people, I find myself saying to myself, well, why can't we spread the love? Like, I watch content. I'm always scouring the internet and TV land trying to find real talented black people to support and follow. And there's a lot of shows that you see, there's a lot of people that are black. You're like, man, they doing an amazing job. And then you know they're never gonna get nominated until them folks validates it. And like I said, I'm not saying I have any problem with Tiana Taylor. I love Tiana Taylor. I think that she's a very gorgeous girl. Very gorgeous girl to me. You know, I know people don't agree, but I think she's a gorgeous girl. But for me, it's just that I don't understand why, like I always say this, Hollywood has thousands of people that audition. And when you have thousands of people auditions, how does one person win 3 awards in 3 different categories of life? That means that somebody's picking people like this. And I figure like this, if we're gonna pick somebody, God damn it, let us pick them. That's what I wanted to do. What do you say I'm not? Bag. Well, most people ain't bad. That's my whole thing. Hey, what's going on, Kim? I appreciate you for coming in, Sugarfoot. Oh yeah. Well, all right. Look, Junk. What's that? Jock. I'll come back and talk about Lil Al later. I'll talk about it then. Oh, now let me say that. Somebody said that. Who said that? I can't say the name on it, but whoever said it was a little more classy. Did you hear Drewski? He basically said it was gonna be a black tie event, and I'm gonna tell you why I believe that to be so. I believe they wanted it to be a black tie event because, look, if the writing's on the wall. If you don't rock with black Americans, like, they can tell us anything they want to tell us. Remember one time they told us that black folks was loving Lil Nas X and Lizzo? We won't. But they were telling us we was falling in love with them because they were pushing us down our throat. And then you saw the numbers when they try to go on tour, black folks don't come out, so they said, man, get rid of them because they didn't bite. I figured that's what they do. They always are doing that. And what was I going with that? I was going to tell you something. Oh, the black tie. So I think that basically what happened was, the culture is basically telling you on the ground, thinking, go ask the Asians if black Americans are on one accord. Go ask them, because you can feel it. Go ask every time a politician stay on the stage, they say, oh God, who's gonna yell at us from the crowd? It's gonna be somebody Black American. We riding right now. And I believe after that, it was like 3-4 years ago when it was Caribbean Central, it was Afrobeats this, and it was like no Black Americans on the show. I remember seeing Jada, because I don't want to call him up, but I remember seeing him on like a podcast or something. After the show, you could see he was distraught. He was like, man, I'm never coming to this shit again. So it's just, when you see stuff like this, and now you see them trying to give you black tie events, what they said is, okay, good God, they're not gonna come back. They realize we just trying to dump on them. So at this point, man, we're gonna have to act like we want them to, and I have no problem with it. Now, this is my only thing. This is the reason why I actually brought up the show. I need for us to want to do this only for us. And what sparked this is what something Lauryn Hill said. Lauryn Hill was like, I want us to basically love us. I don't care what no one else said, I just want us to love us. And then she's like, well, then they'll love us. I don't care no more what they want. I just want us to do something for us and it to be about us, and we built it for us, and we put the stars that we wanted to put in play. That's what I miss, because I don't feel like we picking no more. They picking for us. I think the reason why a lot of y'all feel like it was just, it was okay show, is because it's not our show anymore. It's not our content. Let's just be honest. Like, I say this right now. When Cardi B, non-Black American, gets to perform, and I'm not saying everybody wasn't Black. I'm just saying, when hip hop has moved in a way to where we are moved. Let me say it this way. Fuck it. Excuse me. I love TikTok Shop. I love it. I love TikTok Shop. Let's keep it cool. I forgot where I was at. Let's say it this way. I'm so sick and tired right now that every time you watching a new show, y'all know how y'all watch a new show that may have drama, comedy, don't matter, especially dramas. You ever watch a drama now and they're gonna have a black woman and a black guy, but the black guy is British, and I mean really with an accent of British, and I don't want to dump on just British, but you are missing the cool. Let me say it this way, man, I don't want to make it about, because then it's gonna make it sound like I'm dumping on the British. I want to dump on everybody. I'm joking, but I'm serious. I'm saying this. You don't get Eddie Murphy no more. Eddie Murphy had a charm about him that was it comes from our culture. Everybody got that young man in your family. Your auntie got her nephew that she loved to see, because he just cracks her up at the family reunion because he's just so smooth and cool. Everybody knows that young guy. We don't get that no more on TV. They don't give you that young man no more. You don't get the guy who's just organically funny just because who he is. No, they keep putting people that we don't even relate to in front of us, that look odd, that have no star quality. No disrespect. And I mean that with no disrespect. But it just feels like now when we go back to watch the content, that's what's missing. Sisters, I'll give you an example. Keke Palmer, whether y'all like her or hate her, and I even give it to Tiana Taylor. You remember Sister Girl who was nervous and who gave you nervous energy, so they make jokes, but they nervous? That's what Tiana was last night. Keke, they numbered around the way girl that you've seen a million times, but the energy you remember on when you see them content before. You don't get that no more. You get people trying to be that, but they missing something. And it's missing here. Like I said, I didn't have any problem with any of the artists that performed last night. It's just, but where's the performance that you remember? You said, oh, man, that was fire. I remember when Beyonce used to come out. Beyonce, y'all can't front. And people say Destiny's Child, but I'm going to say Beyonce. Beyonce was, I say Destiny's Child too. You would look forward to their performances because they would perform. Now, do you hate or love them now? I don't care. That's your business. What I'm saying is that I remember the people who tried to perform. I have had so much slick stuff to say about Busta Rhymes because of what he said about the culture. But I give him his props. When he used to perform, he would put on the show. So there's no hate there. What happened to the people from back in the day? What you say about Destiny's Child? I used to love her too when she was with Destiny's Child. I don't dislike Beyonce. It's just, I think she stopped singing around 2010. It's just, hey, we're just gonna rap sing. We're not gonna sing no more. And say, I like ballads. I know these people still exist. I'm not saying they don't. It's just that's one of the reasons why we started the platform. It's because we want to get back to real music. Let's get back to stuff. Look, I want to hear a song. When I make music, this is what I do. When you make music, you want to make music that you going through. Put it on record. Because I promise you ain't the only one going through it. They don't do that no more. They keep pushing agendas on us. Let's make a video and make all the girls touch each other but nobody else. And then you be like, what? Dudes don't want no love? I'm joking, but it's just everything that they do has to have a spin to have some negativity on it. Yes, we are missing substance. Yes, we are missing midnight love. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell you when things started going downhill for us. It's when the nightclubs stopped playing the slow jams. You remember the slow jams back in the, oh no, they probably don't need to do slow jams today. Slow jams today, they just gonna be having sex in the club. It just ain't gonna leave. Cause these kids is reckless today. I've seen some things. These artists now do what? What the hell? Yeah, they don't. Nobody wants to, and let me give you. There's exceptions to the rules. Of course, Usher, Chris Brown, Beyonce. Still, I'm not saying there's not people who are putting on the show. What I'm saying is, pick any random week in October in 1997 and see what's in the top 10 on the hip hop and R&B charts, and I promise you, it's in your fucking playlist from 1 through 10 today. Now today, or last year, how many songs is in your playlist? At all. I just said one random week in that time. I promise you, that's how much good music. Look, what is happening to the world, I'm gonna get back to the show, I promise you. What's happening in the world is this. They are eliminating our energy from everything. And see, what happens is, when we go to watch it, I don't know about them. They may love the content. I don't care. But for me, I don't see me anymore. I see the character that they want us to be. I see every time a show has any substance put into it, it has to be behind some type of crime. Anything outside of that, we don't know how to do anything anymore. If they do, I am so definitely afraid because I know it's gonna be trash, and this is no disrespect, but I know this new different world is not gonna hit. Unless some people from the culture is all involved, and I am not talking about as actors and actresses, I'm talking about in control. If they ain't coming from our culture, they actually want black people to feel that energy from that show before, it is not going to hit. Did y'all see what the fuck? Excuse me. Yeah, I love TikTok Shop. I'm sorry. Please, slow down. Did y'all see that Boomerang remake they tried to do? I said, what is this? What are they trying to do to our legacies with this? I just want it to be something good for us. Look, even the shows that wasn't popular in the 90s had better content than today. You said, Soul Train wasn't bad. You talking about the series? No, that wasn't bad. I didn't think that was bad. I didn't think it was bad at all. Only thing I be leery about shows like Soul Train is only thing that makes it leery for me is this. Don Cornelius was about black folks. And I just get really nervous when they put on content when that person's no longer here, especially when I think some real suspicious stuff happened to that man. And I also know how they like to denigrate legacies of people who actually love black folks. And so to me, that's what my only thing that makes me laugh. But outside that, and that's what I said, it's not a monolith. I'm not saying you can't get a good content out of a show here and there. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if we could get it regularly, like clockwork, I always say this, you're gonna get a black film once or twice a year, every year throughout the 90s and early 2000s that damn near was all classics. And now you're struggling to get one movie every few years that you can actually even remember a few years later of what the movie was about. Side note, am I the only one struggling to remember or even recognize people's names in content now? Like some things not, but other things you'll watch the whole series, you'll be like, you know the blonde chick, the blonde one with the daddy. But you'll never know their name, because it's like, but back in the day, you always knew the name. You could recite their whole names. I still know the Quartermains from General Hospital, from watching with my grandma. And I ain't seen this shit in 20, 30 years. I don't know how long it's been, but I watched it then. I know the Quartermains. You know, I was a Eddie Murphy fan. I know Victor Maitland from the first movie. It's just, I know these things. I can't tell you from the movie I watched this weekend. I don't know. I'm watching the series now. Good shit on Netflix. Don't know nobody's name. Yeah, The Cosby Show was amazing for black culture. I always tell people, if you didn't ever hear this about The Cosby Show, which made, and mind you, we ain't got to talk about Bill Cosby. I'll say, I have my own opinion. You have yours. You like it. I love it. I don't care. I'm talking about The Cosby Show. When Bill Cosby said we have to have a sociologist and a psychiatrist on every show to make sure every script is written in a way that isn't denigrating the culture, coup de grace for me. I love that man. Love the culture. Love the show. So it's just, for me, I miss the essence of us wanting to be us. And this I said last week. You remember last week was coming off the heels of Juneteenth, right? And I love it when black folks celebrate black people. I just want you to live it. Not on Juneteenth. I just want you to live it. When I say live it, I mean with your full fucking chest. When someone says to me, "Hi, Tamika, can you make your hair a little more professional?" Say, "No, bitch, this is professional. And you got a problem with it, we gonna sue the shit out of you." And then go do it. Because no, your hair is not a problem. No, your hair is not unprofessional. I'm talking about from A1 to 4C or C4 hair. I don't care what grade or hair it is. None of that is unprofessional because it grow out your scalp. Stop letting these people dictate what is good and what ain't. That's what I'm saying. Hit the like button, share the live. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. But anyways, into the show. I'm sorry. I got carried away. I'm so sorry. Yes, stand on fucking business. And when I say it, I don't mean it to denigrate or to hurt yourself. Now, look, there's a time and a place that you can flex and there's a time and a place to not flex. I'll give you an example. If the police pull you over, it's not the time to flex because I don't want you to die. And what you need to understand when you are stopped by one of these people, whether he has his hand on his weapon or not, you are behind enemy lines. Rule of conduct. If you go read The Art of War, when you are behind enemy lines, act like it. You are not time to stand on business and be the man. It's not the time to say, I'm going to ride. No, you going to lose. Act accordingly, get it up. But I'm telling you now, what I don't think, well, no, I was ready to go side note, but if I talk, never mind. Don't even want to know what my mind was just going. But anyways, I move on. What did you say here? You said, hold on, I missed that. My whole thing is just like this now. Black folks, I'm spanning the room. I'm looking at the room last night as they span the crowd. Negroes are beautiful. I'm just sorry. When I see black folks dressed nice, it's just beautiful to see. It's wonderful. And I want you to put that motherfucker on, go out there and celebrate yourself and stop letting them folks pick your people for them. Like, I have no problem with Drewski. I don't. But what I'm telling you is that when Drewski is probably one of the most popular comedians right now in our culture, and he's also the most comedian in their culture, tells me they picked him for us. And I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying I know there are people we can pick for ourselves. Y'all do realize we picked before. Cat Williams was picked by the folks. That's a pick yourself. Mike Epps was picked by the folks. Even Chris Tucker, before he lost his goddamn mind, was picked by the folks. Even though these people, some of them turned out not to be so much for the culture. But you get what I'm saying. I just want people to go in them rooms again and act like they want to be with black folks. Act like you love black folks like you say you do. And it can't just be on Juneteenth or on BET Award night. Because remember, we don't own this shit. And I'm sitting there thinking, look, let me say this before I get back into it. I have to say this since we got people in the room. Shut it live. Let's keep it going. I have to say this. Why? Hold on one second. Why ain't we owning these? We should have, look, why is the Jay-Z brunch? I don't care about this Jay-Z brunch, but what I'm saying, why the Jay-Z brunch or this brunch or that Boulay brunch? Why these shits are brunches and not something celebrating with the collective of the 50 million of us that's here? Like you trying to do with the BET Awards. See, the BET Awards put money and energy to these events. And then they pick, but by doing it, they get to pick who the fuck is going to be the star. I'm telling you, the same people, Jamie Foxx who showed up, Martin Lawrence who showed up, y'all need to show up again for yourselves and say, we're gonna handpick what's coming next, not them folks. Because this is ridiculous at this point. Like, Martin is in the comedy scene. And I know that he needs to be the one validating the next person, not them white folk. Excuse me, I love TikTok shop. I do. What'd you say over here? You said what? The history and the word cowboy. Yeah, well, yeah, the cowboy. Yeah, exactly. If you don't understand what cowboy, I know what you mean. But I mean, let's digress. Let's keep moving. I'm ready to get sidetracked. But anyway, back to the show. So far, let me just get off Juicy. Since I was on him, I'll get off of him in a second. Pause. What I'm trying to say is, Juicy, he did cool to me. I didn't go say he did anything exceptional. It was cool. The Joe Jackson skit was funny at times, but I also understand Janet was in the crowd, so that would have been kind of awkward for me. But you know, it is what it is. So that was cool. I get the Jay-Z thing. I didn't think the Jay-Z thing was cool, so that wasn't funny to me. But what else did we see? T.I., like I say again, let me say bravo to T.I. You know why I want to say bravo to T.I.? In black entertainment, especially hip hop, you are not allowed to make money or have a hit. Let's just put it that way. Have a hit in your 40s as a black artist. Very few people have done it. Ronald Isley, he did it. R. Kelly had to revitalize his career. That's another thing. But you had a handful of people who did it. But when I say T.I. is pushing 50 and he dropped the hottest joint of the summer, or I forgot when it dropped, but it was fire. I mean, I give that man his props. I give him his props. He needs to have his props. They need to say that man, he says he has done something that is unheard of now. Bar none. So I give him his props. So the performance to me, again, what I expected. Went out there, the song bump, you hit him with the bump, and then you move on. It wasn't nothing exceptional, it wasn't nothing bad. Sway in the Morning is doing it. You said, see, and I'm all for that. And see, I didn't even know that. If you don't mind, whoever put that in the chat, can you send me a DM and send me the link to one of his joints so I can find that award show? I would love to see them support that. Again, anybody doing it for themselves, especially if it's not, look, I get it. It's easier with money. So them people say you got to take the corporate money because it's easy with money. I get it. But what I need people to understand, though, is that if you going to take the corporate money every time, they own you. Remember it. I get it. People don't like Damon Dash. People say he's broke and he talk too much now. That's their business. My thing is just, I do believe the reason why we are suffering is because we don't own it. We got to own it. And I'm just saying at this point, it is like for me, I've started multiple businesses. And I'm not BS. I'm talking about you have to put time, effort, energy, and money into these businesses. And I think I produce really high quality joints. I always do that. And my whole point is that it is very hard to do that without income. I get that. But with income, you may not have the know-how, but it's trial and error. Have a desire for something, just go produce it. And if it ain't the greatest the first year, learn from your mistakes, build it for the second. In 10 years, you have a product. That's all that I want. I just want us all to do that now. Look. Before I get it, back in the day, it was white, black, that's all we saw. And then you saw the Mexicana came in the 90s. But all we saw was the way they moved, the way we moved. You saw your family, you saw their family. That was it. But you're seeing the goddamn skittle bag of people that come here now. And all of them get with their group. All of them support their group. All of them will denigrate you for their group. All of them will side with the white people over you for their group. It's just all of that keeps happening and you still can't get it. When I hear sisters like that lady I covered about a week or two ago who crossed the line with the agent because she needed to get her nails done. Bitch, excuse me, I love TikTok Shop. I love it. What I wanted to say to her is this. That's the problem. You keep saying we're never gonna get out of something. You're right if you ain't gonna never do your part. I promise you. I said this the other day, and I swear to God this is the truth. If it's 50 million black people, if everybody gave $1 a month, that's over $600 million a year for the culture. Not for me, not for someone to invest in this stuff. No. You come up with a plan if it's buying land. You come up with a plan if it's buying an apartment. Whatever you say you're going to do with the money, that's what all of it goes to. Every last bit, nobody gets money off of it because you gave up $1 a month. So the year your ass gave up $12 towards your goddamn freedom. It's not that hard. It literally is that simple to get that done. I remember when I heard an economist drop. He said the amount of money black people spent on opening weekend of Black Panther, the first one, was enough to fund an entire school system for black people for the next 10 years. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. What the fuck are we doing? And see, for me, that is why if you watch my channel, I'm L. Dot. Nice to meet you. Appreciate it. Hit the like button if you just came into the room. I appreciate you for being here. But for me, the reason why I ride people who have platform, because I'm just a YouTubian struggle streamer. Nobody listens to me, okay? I'm YouTubian. But for the people out here with the platform to tell you that they the man and the woman and they gonna build for the people, and I'm gonna say, what are you doing? Tangibly, what do you have? What tangibly are you speaking to get into? Hope is not a thing. Change is not a thing. I cannot pay a bill. I cannot sit on I can't ride change. I can't lay on change. I can't sleep in change. So why the fuck do you keep giving me as hope and change? I don't get it. We have to stop that. And I'm telling you, $12 a year. $12. And literally, if you came, it was about 2 or 3 episodes ago. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch the playback on go watch it right here on YouTube at 300 Radio and the #1. If you go watch the playback right there, you'll see when I talked about this, $50 million, you could buy fucking land for a year. Just keep buying it. Oh, you can't buy land just for black people. Who said it was? I just said black people was funding this thing. They wanted to buy some land. So you ever notice that when we start talking about building for ourselves, then they want to, why are you trying to separate yourself? I thought you wanted us to be separate. Your schools tell me you want to be separate from me. Your hospitals say you want to be separate from me. The way the police treat me versus you tells me you want to be separate from me. Why the fuck are you complaining now? Because you want it both ways. I don't play with these people no more. Stop it. They mean you no good. They're trying to confuse you. I'm gonna tell you how you should know they're trying to confuse you. Why does every movie that you watch, since we're talking about the BET Award, since every movie that you watch, why they always gotta have some weird shit in there that's mental and psychological that you have to now go research to decipher what it meant when you could have just made it plain the fucking day and put the movie out? Why? Because these people are always trying to do some stuff mentally to you. Play on your emotions. I'm gonna talk about Love Island in a minute, but I'll say this about Love Island before I move on. But I'll say this much about it. People do not know those shows are social experiments. Those things are doing multiple things at one time. It is socially conditioning you to like and do things that you normally would not do by nature. It's conditioning. That's one aspect. Another aspect of it, you are getting visuals of things that you should not be seeing in that form of fashion. It's all kinds of things. They're seeing what it's like to have people live in one space without moving for X amount of times. I guarantee you the way they sleep is on a schedule, just like all of this is psychological for these people. And they put it around entertainment and we suck it up, me included. I'm just saying, man, well, we don't know the beast that we dealing with when it comes to this. But anyway, I digress. Let me get back to the simple stuff. I don't know how I got down that path. Stop making me go down that path, whoever did it. Kim, you made me do it. What'd you say, Kim? You said you don't look at any of those shows. I got you. All right, so Lauren, let me ask y'all a question about Lauren here. Why she don't show her eyes that much no more? Like, every time I see Lauren, she's like all packed up. Now, like I said, I put mine on too. I have my shades on, I do. Mine is because literally I can't see anything. But I'm not gonna be in a war show like this. I'm not gonna be out in public like this. It's just for some reason it seems like she's always covered up. I wonder, like I said, I wonder if there's any trauma or anything that happened. Well, I've heard stories, but I wonder about it. One thing I will say though, I don't like about these award shows anymore is I need for the artists to understand we as a fan fell in love with the rendition of the song that's on our playlist. Now, I get it. When you get older, you may not be able to hit the notes and shit like you used to. That's different. We don't want you to go up there and stress yourself out. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that when I watch these shows, everybody wants to change it to, I just want to hear the jams so I can reminisce. You know, that's it. Remember, award shows are not good anymore because, for one, the new talent it's not evolving enough. And see what they've done, the old talent that they used to just bring out and we'll just jam all night to is getting older now. And so they're not looking the same, they're not moving the same, they're not acting the same. And like I say, even with Lauren, as bad as she was back in the day, you know, it ain't the same no more. You know. And I'm not saying she can't sing, I'm just saying it ain't the same. Another thing, side note, what was I gonna say? No, I wasn't even gonna address that. I'll leave that alone. Again, I don't know. I didn't watch Cardi B performance. I kind of boycott her. I don't even really look at her yet like that. I don't. What else I want to talk about? Oh, let me ask you something. What's that young lady name? Is it Doja or whatever? The one that won the war with SZA. That young lady right there is to me. What did you say? Right? Hold on a second. Uncle Charles had strokes, really? So that means that's over. And mind you, Charlie Wilson that mother still could go with. Look, let me say this first. Let's go down this little path with me real quick, since she says about Uncle Charlie, because then we'll never give praise to people. We have some bad motherfucking saints. Okay? Charlie Wilson is one of them. Old as he was, Charlie was on that stuff, taking bumps, and still was killing it. Let me give some ladies some love. I don't do that enough. Let me say two people I want to get love to. Now, one, I always tell people all the time, I don't never disrespect Whitney Houston's vocal ability, but I wasn't a huge fan of her music. I had a couple tracks I bumped, but that was it. Same thing for Michael. For me, Michael was a hell of a performer. I like the performances. I'm not a huge fan of his playlist. He ain't in all of my playlists, but I love Michael music. You get what I'm saying? But you have some people who sing just as well as these people, but they don't make that hype. I give you one for me, two popped in my head. One, Keke Wyatt. Now, she is crazy as cat shit, but vocally, ain't many people gonna stand up to that woman, and cause she gonna body you a lot of time. Ain't many. Now, another one, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I brought this up, cause this bothered me last night. Erica Campbell, that little performance to all of to the people who passed on. You know, rest in peace to all the people other than Clive Davis. I rock, rest in peace to all of them. So that's just my love. But as I was listening to it, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh shit, Leandra gonna be in this song? Why they ain't let Leandra lead that song? Leandra I get it. They don't know if she gonna come sober, drunk. I get it. You don't know. But if she comes sober, and she actually just got saved again, ain't nobody messing with Leandra. Leandra, y'all know what I'm talking about. That little gospel lady. When I tell you that lady's amazing. She's the one of the ones when you hear her sing, you just gonna stop and just listen. That's how well she sings. And I don't think we give enough love to those people. And it's bad that we have to rely on them. Where the new crop? I'm being honest, especially the men. My God, where are the male singles with say it with their chest? Where the Casey Haley's at? Cisco, but without the belly button tattoo. That started us on a different path. But I'm saying the vocal ability. Where is that at? Where's the Jaheim who just sings without moving his lips? I sing Jaheim recently. It's rough out here. They don't even want them dudes to sing. They have removed the black male singer. Again, I keep telling you, people keep acting like it ain't an epidemic. It is. Black men don't sing no more. There ain't no male groups no more. Ain't no H-Towns. None of them. None of this happening. Tyrese is like the last of a dying breed. Him and Tank, and then Tank, suspect for loose booty. So the ladies a lot of times don't even want to rock with him. No disrespect. I love TikTok Shop. I shouldn't have said that. That was wrong. That was my own personal. I'm sorry. Sorry, Tank, if you ever hear this. I think you're amazing. But anyway, but I'm saying, but even them, you got to think Tyrese. We first heard this man in 1995. Tank came out with I Deserve, 2000? That's 26 years ago. Where's the new ones at? And I can't look, and then they give you these new guys, and then they want to go both ways and all, and no disrespect. It's just that look, for the ladies, I need y'all to have a sex symbol, and I need us to get our new Halle Berry. We don't even get that no more. Anthony Hamilton are amazing. I agree with you. 20 years ago. Charlene was 20-some years ago. I remember where I was at when I was bumping that song. I was going to work sad as shit every day, but I was bumping Charlene. He's amazing. I bump him right now. But your playlist is like my playlist. Your playlist is old like my playlist is old. I want a playlist of new artists like what they had back in the day. No, you didn't say Ray J. One Wish was the banger. Y'all ain't gonna be hating on Ray J. One Wish was it, but he can't sing. Even though it's funny. Did y'all see that verse that had all them in it? And all them dudes outsung Ray J's song on his own song. That was funny as hell to me. Maxwell, agreed. Love Maxwell. Maxwell, to me, two people. Maxwell, I'm gonna give you Maxwell and Bilal are two people that I don't think ever got their due, especially Bilal. Y'all know Bilal didn't have nothing but Soul Sister. But Maxwell's range was all over. He could just do it. That's why I like the dude, what's his name? What's the soft dude? What's his name? God damn it. I said it earlier. Hold on. I'm thinking. This boy can sing. Duran Bernard. That young man can sing. He should be like the new Prince, but gay. I don't think Prince was gay. That's just my personal opinion. I think Prince was the one and only outlier. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if I believe that. But anyway, I wasn't a big Angie Stone fan. Angie really didn't do it for me. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't. And I guess too. I love Black Brother because I'm a Black Brother, so I'll bump it. But, vocally, wasn't a huge Musiq Soulchild fan, but he got a couple of joints I liked. Music, though, what I liked about music, I give him this much. You could tell that he was really into harmony. I'm gonna probably say something that somebody dropped in the comments that y'all might not agree with. I disagree. I'm not a huge Jill Scott fan at all. I like Jill Scott as a person. I like her acting. I won't say as a person because I don't know her. I'm not saying music wasn't dope. He had music. He did. I'm not banging. Like I said, that should tell you something. In certain eras of our hip hop, even the people who, like, even if you naming all the people you love, he may come up, he may not come up. That's how many stars you had. Today, shit, you be struggling to get 10. What? I didn't say I didn't love her. She can sing, yes. Okay, Jill Scott is just like Whitney Houston to me. Just because you can sing, I have to feel your music. A. Marie, oh my God, classic example, Kim. I'm gonna give you an example and you may disagree. A. Marie, now in my family, I thought she was a beautiful young sister. I put it like this, I saw her host, I want to disrespect. A. Marie could sing better than maybe the hits that she put out. Now, side note, let me get there before I say this, that's why I'm slow walking. Let me say it this way though. I also know that A. Marie ushered in an entire sound. Beyonce did it. There's other people did this one sound that A. Marie kind of ushered into the music game. If you don't agree, go back and listen to it. So I'm not trying to disrespect her, but what I'm saying is also at the same time, like many people don't have A. Marie in their playlist anymore. And I just say she's a classic example. But I heard her though. I remember I saw her hosting on another radio show one day, and I heard her I heard her singing. She had range, but it just didn't always translate into her music. Who does your music makes a big difference. I'll give you an example, another one. I think K. Michelle can sing. Don't like none of her music. I ain't never heard one really K. Michelle song that I like. K. Michelle song I've heard. I can't tell you one. And I'm not saying she can't sing. She can. I just don't know her music. I don't like her music like that. Some people be like that. And it's just for me, I think Keke White is batshit great, but she is amazing. So she's up there for me. Her and and Shantae Moore. What's another one that should be up there high on the list that they don't never talk about a lot? What's her name? Deborah Cox. I put her up there, but these people had like small hits, so they didn't really go nowhere. But I had a couple of them in there. But yeah, Jill wasn't my favorite. But anyway, let me get back to y'all. Got me sidetracked talking about these people when it comes to it. But to me, what do y'all think about Janet? You don't think Janet was Tamia could sing her ass off. She could. I'm sorry, I love TikTok Shop. I do. Tamia was very, very good. Tamia was another one that was very underrated. Can we talk about K. Michelle? I mean, not K. Michelle. Chrisette Michelle real quick before we move on. I want to ask y'all something. Because this wasn't me. Let me say something. Y'all canceled that young sister. If y'all don't remember the story what happened to Chrisette Michelle. Chrisette Michelle, when Donald Trump did his first inauguration, he was running president. You know how he liked to go get Negroes to be in his thing. And I think this was the first inauguration, but if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember it was about Donald Trump. And she said you're going to do this show, and black folks like, you better not do that show. I love TikTok Shop, you're right. People like, Chrisette, you shouldn't do it. You won't have it your way anymore. And Chrisette told them people, y'all can kiss my patootie because I'm going out. She didn't say this, but this is what came off like, whatever, I'm getting my check and ain't nothing you can do about it. And black folks said, oh, really? Okay. Chrisette Michelle came out a few years later, please forgive me. Please forgive me. That's why I say I don't believe in counseling. So y'all let that woman back in the game. She done learned her lesson. She has learned her lesson. Let that woman back in the game. What's the other one who did Refill? She could sing, but she didn't make it long. She was good. I thought they were gonna make her a star because they love to make the light-skinned stars. So I thought they were gonna make her a star. They ain't make her no star. So that's what it is. But I do remember that. That was funny to me. What'd you say there? You said yeah, got canceled just like they got rid of Chrisette Michelle so fast. And I like Chrisette Michelle. She was different. She was like this generation's what's her name? Billie Holiday without the drugs. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I was a fan. Anyway, hit the like button, shut the light. But anyway, look. Oh no, don't bring up Mary J. Please don't do that. Oh no. Mary J. Look. Y'all kids mad. If you don't like me, get out the room. I don't care what you think. No, don't leave. I'm just joking. But Mary J. Blige did. Look, once you get past, all right, outside of I'm not gonna cry and I'm going down, Once you get past what's the 411, you can keep all Mary's music. I don't want none of it. I'm just not a fan. But hold on, let me say this before y'all jump on me. But at the same time, I love me some Monet. Boy, you talking about real tears died foul from my eyes when Monet passed away. Straight G. Now, you know why Monet, I love Monet? Monet, hold on. Monet on that show Power. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is Power Goes. She was on the show, that 50 Cent show. Monet is the most, like, compare Monet to Rock. I'm gonna get back to it because I like some of the people you name. Monet, and then you take Rock from Canaan, right? Rock from Canaan, she is like, you can tell Rock needs therapy, psychotherapy, and some other stuff because stuff don't happen to that woman. Because she's a vault. She is not gonna change. You ain't gonna get through to her. Let me gonna say, Rock, you can't talk to her. There's not a person, thing in this world that will ever make her break. She is going to be a gangster the rest of her life. Yes, Triple, the rest of her life, that's all she's gonna be. Monet, on the other hand, I think is different. I think Monet was raised by her grandmama. Monet was raised tough, told her she didn't supposed to cry, this, that, and the third. But I promise you this, you can get at her. Her kids can pull on his heartstrings. Now, she ain't gonna hug on you and tell you she love you, but she has a hard softness about her. So for me, flawed and all, when they got rid of Monet, I was very mad because I knew they doing the new show with them. I was very upset that Monet not gonna be on there. I hated that she gone. I did. Anyways, let me move on. But you said when oh, Monet got not Mary J. I hope you didn't say y'all think Mary J. I hope Mary J's not bad. I'm talking about her character on Power. That's what I'm talking about. So far, you know what? Daniel Caesar can sing. He can. He's an amazing singer. But we know he has some limitations. I don't want to bring him up. And it's just like, let me take that back. See, it ain't 1965 no more. See, all them Negroes in 1965, from the Temptations to the Four Tops, the Frankie Lyman, all of them was unattractive. Because, you know, guys in their 18 years old had full beard. My father, no BS, my father was born in the 50s. My father, by the age of 13, had a full-grown beard, full beard, by the age of 13. These men were built different. They weren't attractive. So now Daniel Caesar will be a star in the 1960s. Today, I don't know what's about. Gerald Levert, he wasn't my cup of tea, but that boy can sing. My favorite parts of Gerald Levert was probably him and LSG for that short period of time. Him and people give Keith Sweat hell, and I'm sorry, Keith Sweat is a legend. And I disagree with people who give Keith Sweat hell. That man's a legend. Out the group when it was well, you can't disrespect what's his name though. You can't disrespect Johnny. Johnny is probably the greatest male singer that we ever had. Nah, I didn't say he had the greatest music. He like Whitney Houston. Johnny Gill, I think, can sing deeper than bass, if you get what I'm saying. That's how Johnny Gill was. I don't know what he can do now. But Johnny Gill was an amazing singer. And then you put him together with Gerald, who Gerald want to scream at you like his daddy. And then you let Keith Sweat come in with that soft voice. Yeah, man, that kid. Not a Babyface fan. No. I think Babyface was a better producer than singer. I never got the look. Didn't make no sense to me. You say he took the singing stuff. I've never even heard of him. You say Steve Arlington. I've never even heard of him. Kim, that's news to me. I have to look him up. Smokey, other than Smokey again, is Smokey like that to me. Smokey's a better writer than he was a singer. See me, Smokey, Smokey, like, I'm a Rick James fan more than I would be a Smokey Robinson fan. Rick James is on my playlist. That's singing motherfucker right there. Excuse my language. Oh, I love TikTok Talk. I keep getting sidetracked. I love TikTok Shop. Stop that. Appreciate that. I wasn't a fan of Tina Marie. To be honest with you, I won't. Matter of fact, out of all the white tea singers, like, she was okay. Fire and Desire was my favorite version of it, but Square Biz, I wasn't a real fan. She was okay. You got singers, like black folks just have soul. They can sing, right? Tina Marie fits in there with Christina Aguilera. They can sing, but you was like, girl, I know you exhausted by the time you leave, because you be giving you every drop to keep up with them black girls y'all be singing with. And they get there, they just do it. Now, differently, the Ariana Grande, that little girl can sing. I think she can go. Now. She made it 2 toothpicks, but she can go. And there's very few can do that. That's white tea like that. And I wasn't a huge fan of Tina Marie. You see, and I know a lot of people love Tina. I wasn't a huge fan. I think to me, you know, she was just that lady who was always hanging around there, a hum a tune. So they said, oh, put her on. And then Rick James, you know, Rick James made everybody a star. He made Eddie Murphy make a hit. So that, you know, he'll star. But anyway, let me move on. Leon Thomas, you know what? I like his music. He's new. I have no problem. Let me say it there. This should tell you I'm not gonna hate. I had nothing to say bad to say about him. I like his music. I like him. What happened to the Roy James guy? He just fell off. He was coming at one time. Luke James, his characters that he plays sometimes just makes me lose it. You know, he be playing opposite things I'm not for. You know, it takes away. Like for me, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Look, I tell you right now. I'll give you an example. How many people in give me a thumbs up if you watch that crazy ass, excuse me, I love TikTok Shop. That crazy show. I'm sorry, I ain't even reading the comments there. What'd you say about Mary J? I don't think she could. Yeah, I agree with you there. Mary J ain't a good singer. But that Tyler Perry in the Black, Beauty in the Black, right? That lawyer, he can sing. Like, I got a couple of his tracks in my playlist. But then I'm bumping the song one day, and then I found out that, because I found the music, but before I saw him on the show. And then he was on the show, I said, oh. That's what I was saying. Oh. So now I can't hear the music the same because, like, I'm a visual person. And then now I hear the lyrics, and then now, you know, it don't hit the same. And so for me, it's like it take away from the character from it. So like, I'll be honest, if you want to be an R&B singer, you can't be that character that's on the show. That's just me. No. Okay, all right, look. All right, God, you done brought him up. Oh, Big, you done brought him up. I got to bring it up because you done put it in the comment section. Okay. Preface it, because I always got to do it, because people, I understand my people, and I understand too, y'all don't know me. Hey, how you doing? I'm L. Dot. Nice to meet you. Appreciate you for being here. This is a light episode today. Trust me, if you come on any other day, it's going to be a lot heavier than this. So, today, I'm going to have to preface it, though, Kim. I'm going to have to put it in there, because I have to say it, because they're going to jump on me otherwise. I do not condone the behavior of anything R. Kelly did. I also, too, know that this man is guilty of the behavior from the early 2000s that he did. I know. I do 100% agree. Should he have been prosecuted for the behavior? I 1,000% agree. Because I have daughters myself. I understand the limited mental capacity that they have now, and they're in their 20s. Please, God, don't nobody tell them I said that. Okay, don't tell them. So I can only imagine a teenage young girl, even when she thinks she knows better. So this is not about whether I agree or disagree. I promise you. Now, with that being said, just about the music, I'm going to have to agree with some other people and say R. Kelly is probably the greatest music producer of all times. When you say you can put that person's music on and let that motherfucker run for hours and not skip, he's one of few. Not only that, the music he's produced for other people is hits. And there are people out here now, where would Mocha Stuff? They wouldn't have a residual check without R. Kelly. Mocha Stuff, he's mine. You all remember Mocha Stuff? That was him. Changing Faces. I think that was him too. For the love of God, the Isley Brothers owe that man their whole career, to be honest with you. Because he brought Ronald Isley back from the graveyard. He was gone. It was over. Ron Isley got another 30 years out of his career just messing with that dude. So again, this is no behavior. I do not condone the behavior of this man's action, and I'm going to tell you he ain't the only one that does it, because I get on other ones too. But when it comes to pure freaking talent, because what happens, all it is this. Look, black people are some of the most talented people in the world. When I tell you we can take something and make anything out of it, I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. Hip hop was made out of nothing. And so when I see artists now and we don't get anything really new, look, this is two areas of life that we are relying on old living. Wrestling is relying on the past, because they keep bringing them old motherfuckers back and they won't create a new star to save their life, but that's a whole nother subject. And in music, they are relying on the 90s R&B sound to keep living today, because they are stifling our people so much. And I'm gonna make this specifically about Black Americans. You are stifling Black Americans so bad to where these talented boys and girls are not even attempting to do the art form. I mean, it's true. Think about it. If young men like the Temptations and the Four Tops and Frank and Lyman's was practicing their moves and while they were doing all this stuff, boys now are literally running for their lives, eating Cheeto diets, going into prison systems at 13 and 14. They don't have time to even think about being this. But then they're being inside. I heard this dude the other day. My God, I can't even play him. But this older dude walking in a garage, he's walking, not sitting still, not in front of a microphone. He's singing Luther Vandross, identical to Luther Vandross. And I'm sitting there looking at it, I don't even know what he had on. Could have had a wife beat on. But you sitting there thinking to yourself, you knew that this man could have been transcended. The artists that we do get that are great, thank God they come from families that produce something like that. And it's very few and far between. We have way more talent out here. Did y'all think we stopped producing Michael Jordans? LeBron James? Y'all think the kids are not getting that tall? Yeah, they goofy now. I see them at the mall. They just twisting their hair and they walk around the mall 6'5". But they don't pick up the ball anymore. And I'm not trying to put sports on, but I'm saying is this. We're not creative anymore because they're snuffing us out. And we help them by going to things like these BET Awards, NAACP Awards, and things like this. And then all we do is promote the people they have deemed to be okay. And we're not looking for our own stars. We need to send scouts out. Shit, where's the Chitlin Circuit again? God damn it, I want that. We disrespect the Chitlin Circuit, and the Chitlin Circuit's fed our culture. Look what happens when our culture goes mainstream. It goes out to pastor. But as long as, like I tell people now, Southern Soul, if these people get into it, play the music, keep bumping it, and don't let corporate take it this time. When all that line dancing and shit and everybody's rocking it again. Everybody's coming home. Don't let them take it this time, because when they get a hand on Southern Soul, it ain't gonna be Southern Soul no more. It's gonna be Southern trash. Anyway, that guy, Chris. Hit the like button, share the like. Anyway, what we saying right now? Nothing, but I appreciate that. I do agree. Look, if you ain't following the channel, definitely go follow the channel, because if you don't, they're never gonna show me my channel to you again, darling. Let me tell y'all guys real quick, every platform I've been on, since we've been on a decent run, and then they stifle you out. They say, no more love for you, sir. No more content for the people to see of you, sir. How many times we gotta tell you are a YouTubian struggle streamer, sir? Deal with it. You said, what do I think of what? Rose. That Sam Smith boy can sing. I can't hate on him. He can sing. That Rose, that Terry Swim can sing. I don't know nothing about the person, Rose person you talking about. I don't know anything about that person at all. Stephanie Mills. Well, somebody said somebody Nita Baker before. Nita Baker was the prototype, but was not the greatest of her sound. When I say she's a prototype, there's women who sings this type of music. Her, Layla Hathaway. But y'all know the queen of that sound is Toni freaking Braxton. Toni Braxton is the person we leave out when we talk about amazing, great singers. Toni Braxton is iconic to me. Toni Braxton will fall in my top 10 somewhere. I didn't appreciate Toni Braxton enough until later. Two people I'm gonna tell you who are amazing. I appreciated them after they were stars. One of them, they were already not a star by the time I really came along, but Luther Vandross, I appreciate Luther's music now. See, I'll go in the 80s, but I'm an 80s baby. Being an 80s baby, I appreciate the club. Come on, join the fan club. Let's get in there. Let's pump that thing. We're gonna do a whole fan club live soon. But I'm an 80s baby, so when Luther was out, Luther for the older people, your uncle come by, hey, you get that new Luther Vandross. I ain't wanna hear that. I wanna hear Janet Jackson. You know what I'm saying? They out there bumping Luther Vandross and, like you say, Anita Baker. I don't want to hear none of that. That's old people music. So he was back there. So that's Luther. I appreciated him later. And then Toni Braxton, you start realizing Toni was like Joe. They just consistently made hit after hit after hit after hit. But when you start talking about the amazing music they put out, sometimes they just don't always come first to mind. And Joe was another one. Joe, still to this day, can sing just as well as he did before. But he's another one that was cranking hit after hit after hit. Nobody brings him up. It's unfortunate. A couple of people like that. He's like that. I'm gonna give you another one that he's known for something else. They talk about him, but they talk about this artist I'm ready to bring up, but for another reason now. But he's an amazing singer. He had some hits after hit, but we don't really give him his credit. It's Genuine. Genuine had hits. I'm talking about straight up and down hits. Genuine, you can put him on Let It Ride for a couple of them albums. Now he just known for falling off stages. And when I tell you somebody, that man body seized up. His body seized up on him, didn't it? I thought that was so funny to me. So don't hate on me. I'm just thinking, don't hate. But anyways, so I think they were amazing. Who did you say? What did you say? My thought on Usher. I love Usher music, right? This is what Usher had this. Usher had a revitalized career to me. Usher, now we're gonna forget the whole P. Diddy era. So we gotta start from Jermaine Dupri. That's what we're gonna skip that whole first album. We don't wanna bring the energy of the show down. Okay, so we're gonna skip that. We're gonna go to the second album, act like that's his first album. When he dropped that I forgot the name of the album, but that Nice and Slow and that You Make Me Wanna. Usher was he's in my age group. He's a teenage little guy. He was thriving out there. Now he was a little soft. Ladies, a lot of times them girls back then were like, "It's Usher? I don't know." He ain't Tevin Campbell like this, but he was a little soft. Like his acting was a little soft, but his music was banging. And then he rolled that all the way through till Confessions came. He got all the way to Confessions, banging, hitting out, popping out bangers. And then Usher had a little moment in there, I'll say around 2005 to about 2010. It wasn't really a thing. Usher may have been around, but he won't really do him. Then that Oh My God popped, and then he had the Little Freak, and then he took off. And then Oh My God, when he got his residency, he just made himself iconic. So I don't dislike him. He has some bangers in there that I love. So I don't disrespect him. I think I put it like this. For me, he's more of my generation than Chris Brown. So even though I think Chris Brown should be considered the Michael Jackson status, Chris Brown is the generation that came right behind me. So I know his music, but I don't know it like I know Usher's music. And I know Usher. And don't get me wrong, I know Chris Brown's music. Chris Brown, you can't know all of it, because Chris Brown literally drops an album every 3 weeks. And when his songs come out, they're so catchy sometimes, it sounds like when that shit come out? I've been hearing it forever. And he just came out last week. He just does that. So that was Chris Brown. But my era was Usher. I was more Usher than that era. But y'all want to know what made me mad about the Usher era? I picked the wrong one. Normally, I pick the star. I've been wrong 2 times when picking stars. I'm gonna address your next one you put in there. 2 times I'm wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong about Jason Weaver. Kiss my ass. I thought he was gonna be a star. When people was like, Usher, I was like, nah, Jason Weaver gonna be that dude. I was wrong. It wasn't Jason Weaver. And the other one, who was the other one? I had somebody, God damn it, who was in my mind? And I got it wrong. Oh, I said Chloe Bailey was gonna be a star, and I was wrong. She ain't up being what I thought she was gonna be. Bruno Mars, what I'm wrong about? No. Jason Weaver can act his ass off. I'm not talking about acting, I'm talking about musically. I thought he was gonna be a star. Nah, I'm sorry, I should have stressed that. I'm talking about just Jason Weaver musically. I said, that's the man gonna be a star, and I was wrong. I swear I was wrong about Jason Weaver. I didn't get that right at all. But I think, in my defense, you gotta think, I knew Jason Weaver first because I saw him as little Michael Jackson and stuff. I said, he playing little Michael and stuff. He gonna be a star. I was wrong. I liked him on Smart Guy, though. I did. I loved him. Loved him as Teddy on ATL. Loved him on that. I hate that they didn't make the second movie like they said they were gonna do. T.I. can't do it now. He don't look the same. But who else did you say here? He can act his ass off, though. Who else did you say here? Somebody said somebody else here. But now, Bruno Mars, I'm not a fan of like that. He's okay. I put it like this. Bruno Mars, I became a fan. I'm a Silk Sonic fan. I'll put it that way. Bruno Mars is cool, but Bruno Mars is better when him and what's his name? I can't think of Bruno. What's the man name with him and Bruno in Silk Sonic? Listen, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and be honest. Silk Sonic and Ari Lennox album she dropped like 2023, 2022, somewhere in there. Those 2 albums, I put them bitches on and let them run. Ari Lennox, I love her music. She's sometimes a little too kooky for me, but I love her music. You know what I like about Ari Lennox music? Ari Lennox music is, she'll say, let me sing about the toilet stool. Her music be when she said, "Let me check on these garbanzo beans," you be like, "Who says that in the song?" So I like her simplicity of her music. Sometimes people overthink it when it comes to it, so I appreciate it when it comes to that. No, I don't like no Lenny Kravitz, and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't do rock music. I can listen to any genre. Now let me take that back. If I'm like running hard, there's a certain rock song. There's only one that I can play on a road, but the Lenny Kravitz, no. And that ain't because he got a white mama. I ain't got no problem with him having no white mama. It's not my type of music. And he too old for me. Lenny Kravitz was an old man when I was coming up. I don't know that man. Max, you should have said Maxwell. Maxwell looked like Lenny Kravitz, man. I rock with Maxwell. So it ain't about the look. It's just I don't really like his music. You gotta harmonize for me. See, for me, especially male singers, if you're gonna be a male singer, you gotta be the one or the other. I tell you about, you gotta be three types. You got three types of male singers that can be amazing, and only one of them are real singers. That's the KC, Haley, Cisco, I'm gonna sing, Jaheim, I'm gonna sing your draws, Tyrese, I'm gonna sing your draws off. That's the deep boys, he's the one side. Then you got the other side that got that really high voice like Maxwell get to, and he's singing that voice that would tickle the back of your tongue. You try to sing the whole time yourself and your throat be dry. Then you got that kind. And then you have the one in the middle, and I'm gonna tell you who's the king of the middle is people like T-Pain to me. See, T-Pain to me is underrated. T-Pain should have been a star. I think he gets his credit, but he don't get his credit like he should get his credit. T-Pain is a superstar in my opinion, and they didn't give him his credit, I don't think. It's just my opinion. So, and maybe I'm alone in that, but I don't give him. That's how I look at it. So, but anyways, what you laughing at? Did I say something I shouldn't have said? Anyway, they gonna hold y'all for so much long. And I was thinking, and like I said, the only reason I want to get them people they love because a lot of the times they keep handpicking the same ones. And like you say, I get it. Beyonce's amazing. I get it. She has a catalog that's infinite. I get it. I love her. I think she's amazing too. Look, let me say this why I don't dog Beyonce. I'm not a fan of Beyonce's music past like Rocket. And it was what 2012, 2013? I haven't been a fan really since then. And that's just me. You can love her. I'm not hating on her. She a Black American Susan I fuck with. Oh, excuse me. I love TikTok Shop. I love it. I can't stop today. Y'all messing me up with the cuss word. But I cannot say, and the reason why, let me tell you, I lost my train of thought. The reason why I don't dog her though is this, and I never dog anyone, but the reason why I don't have nothing really negative to say about it is this, is that woman puts in work. When I say she put in work, she gonna put in work. When you see her show, you can't fake that. That's work. And I respect anybody who put that much time, effort, and energy, and she could be coasting right now. Because let's just be honest. You want to know why the first album of an artist is amazing and the 10th album is trash? You want to know why? They're too comfortable. Struggle brings creativity. The easy life stifles creativity. You don't think, I'll give you a classic example. And I won't even say example, I'll tell you something I warn my people about all the time. If you are heavily relying on AI to produce content for you creativity-wise, you are stifling your own creativity. The thumbnails, I get it, people are doing them, everybody's trying to do that, that's one thing. But when you're using that for your writings, when you're using this to make your scripts, when you're using this for things like this, you're hurting yourself because you're no longer creative anymore. There's nothing like going, like I've have published books. I have a book, I have a couple of scripts that I've written that I've published, that I have out there, the whole nine. And one thing I'm going to tell you is I don't use anything but my brain. You sit down, you go in your mind, and you pull out the content that you want to see. That is your contributing to the world. Yes, AI can produce it extremely fast. Yes, you can use it as a template and tailor it to yourself, but that's the AI that just produced that for you. That's not yours. And I'm telling you, that's the thing that scares me the most about AI right now. We're gonna lose our creativity. And see, they know this too. So I just would say, I would implore people, please, when you do not have to use it, don't use it. I get the time crunches, how it helps you, but don't use it. Please don't use it in that aspect. But I say this about Beyonce. I always say you cannot fake that woman put in her time, her effort, her energy. Michael, the reason why this man keeps transcending age groups and generations is because of the work. That man said, I'm gonna be creative, I'm gonna do something new, I'm gonna be something different. I'm so sick and tired of allowing white tea people and these record companies to give us the same trash. Look, I get it. Y'all love Cardi B. Ooh, she be out here popping. I get it. Cardi B can't hold a candle to anything that the 90s produced. The people who never got put the fuck on is better than what she's producing today. That's no hate. I'm just telling you, I'm sorry. I remember seeing this one time. Y'all remember the show Made? Something like that used to come on. I talk about Prince. You remember Made used to come on MTV? I think it was something like that. But T.I., I remember seeing one of those type shows one time with T.I. This was maybe close to 20 years ago. I don't know how many years ago. It was a long time ago. And on this Made, this young boy wanted to be a rapper, and they got T.I. to be the person. I think it was a Made. And as T.I. was helping, the guy goes into the booth, into the studio, and he raps like a nursery rhyme, like a child. And T.I. stopped him like, whoa, no. And he was basically telling him, if you ain't gonna take this art form serious, then you don't need to get in that booth. I remember this. Maybe not verbatim, but I remember this. I'm only saying it to say this. I feel like that's what I see with rappers today. When I see a rapper get into a cypher or into a freestyle and they are using incoherent sounds to fill out space, you are not ready to be on them guys' levels from the 80s and the 90s and the 70s. These guys were amazing. I will tell you something. And I'm not even just talking about the people who transcended to be superstars. I'm talking about go back to 2002, between in them early 2000s and them 106 & Park Freestyle Fridays. Paperboy, and I even get to the Asian boy Chen or whatever his name was. He had a couple of them in there. It was this little chubby dude. This little chubby dude was better than all of them. When I tell you this boy could do, he was amazing. That is not what we're seeing today. We're seeing mumblers in there. I'm in Atlanta. I'm sorry. I won't disrespect these guys. I'm not saying it, but let me stop, because I'm in the city. I don't want to have a problem. You said not being here within 75 years. It's just, to me, man, I'm watching it. You can see they're just they're slowly but surely pulling back the layers on your culture and basically just taking it away from you. You said what now? I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. I'm gonna have to probably block you in a minute. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, man, like about Shed Alive. I'm gonna get out of here in a minute. But somebody said something about somebody before I start looking at that weird shit. What is it? What did somebody say? Prince. Oh, yes. Oh, no, look, let me tell you something. I kid you not, I'm not joking. I mean this with my full chest when I say this. I don't know. I always talk about this. If you follow the channel, again, I'm L-Dot. Appreciate you for following the channel and the people that have. When I tell you people, there are statistical anomalies, and then there's the rule. I say this all the time with black folks. What they do to black folks to trip us up is they will kind of compare all of us to the statistical anomaly versus looking at the rule of us. For example, they'll tell you black folks are the most violent people in the world, but less than 1% of black folks are committing crime. But they're highlighting the one as they're the normality in our culture when they're not. So Prince, I say this for Prince. Prince, I believe is a statistical anomaly. Now, do I believe if anything in the room, if he feel like he won't get it off, he gonna get it off? I do believe that. But to say that he don't like women, I don't know. The man just seems like I don't know. I don't. Because the man will go out, any man go out there and bust people's ass on the basketball court. I love TikTok shop. Dude, I meant not to cuss today, I'm sorry. But he can go out there and do that and flip pancakes afterwards. Yes, I don't know what this man is into, but he's into something. He's into something, but he was different. Prince, though, musically, I always tell people, I get Michael is the king of it all. I concede. I wave the white flag. Michael has it. I'm not taking it. Thank you, Natural. I love TikTok shop. I'm waving the flag. I'm not saying Michael is not the best. But for me, ain't nothing like putting on a door, diamonds and pearls. Prince was a bad boy. That boy could go. So I'm just more of a Prince fan myself. So if you ask about Prince, I'm with Prince. That's me. But Mike, I get it. He the king of pop. I give it to him. I'm not taking that from him. Like I always tell people, I'm not taking the crown from Whitney Houston. Whitney can have it. That's her crown. Keke Wyatt Crazy Batutu can't have that. No, she too. Now mind you, no, she can't. But I love Keke Wyatt. I like Keke better. But that's me. Because I like her music. Go back and listen to Keke Wyatt's music. And I ain't even talking about just with Avant. That's another one. Why we don't disrespect Avant? Avant just fell off. Every time him and Keke got together, it was a hit, though. You say it's trash in San Francisco. Well, okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me stop addressing you. I don't even know what you're talking about. You said when at the end. Yes, and you know what? That's my SGR. That's my whole thing. The reason why I'm such a Prince fan too, as you watch the channel for me, I'm all about doing for self for black people. 1,000%. That's all I want us to do is to do for ourselves. So when I see Prince, and I see a man say that he's not working with you unless you got your master's. This man say he don't want to work with nobody who ain't trying to get it. The man that says, don't even call me by that name. I'm the artist formerly known until you pay me what you owe me because y'all give me pennies. And I'm going to tell you, I did a whole episode on this about a week or two ago. When we talked about in 2026, I'm listening to Lotto and I'm listening to Jadakiss. I'm listening to other people tell you how off of these streams they making pennies. And I'm not lying. These are pennies. These people are still not making money. T-Boz said it best. How in the holy chopsticks does they sell 75 million records and they take home $50,000 a piece? That is highway rock. There is no world, and I'm gonna tell you something I don't like about this country, about our people in this country. I'm talking about black folks. We will give a pass to people we should not give a pass to. And I'm gonna tell you who shouldn't get a pass. And I've always said this and nobody's ever echoed it, I don't believe, but I'm ready to say it today. Babyface and L.A. Reid deserve some energy. And the reason, and Pebbles too, all of them are complicit. I don't let any of them off the hook. Because you remember, the same people is in the mix around Tony Braxton, who can't keep no money. They were robbed. That's why I think Usher probably did some strange things from change. I don't know, allegedly. I heard it. I don't know. But what I'm saying is when I see the TLC who put out stuff that these women are iconic in our culture and you cut them women $50,000 checks, no. Big, it's a thing. It's a thing. If TikTok Shop is very favorable, it's very highly favorable in the algorithm, especially when people are cursing. So I try not to curse. And I back it up with I love TikTok Shop. That's it. It's nothing serious. But that's my whole thing. I have an issue with L.A. Reid and them. I have an issue when it comes to that. Because I know that y'all don't pay them people properly. I'm sorry, T-Boz, this woman had brain cancer. She should have never had to worry about money. T-Boz, Chili should not have to look like she do today and be with that man because she can't find nobody else because she never, I'm just joking. I'm just picking because she with that white T-man. They always bamboozle. We always get hoodwinked. Anyways, I ain't gonna keep running y'all on the ground. Unless y'all got something else to talk about, let me get my boot out. I've been talking to y'all all day long. Out here just running my gaps. So, but anyways, anybody got anything they want to cover? Hey, give me another artist and I'll cover it if you want to. And I could have done, let me do this before I get out of here. Let me cover this thing I was going to cover on Love Island. So you guys are listening. This is what I was going to cover. So I haven't watched the last episode. Now, if you've been watching, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to talk to y'all. If people ain't been watching, maybe I'll give you something to make you want to watch. Al Green, not a huge fan, not my era. Now I bump him, but I'm more of a stylistic, funkadelic fan myself. When you get to 70s, my father was heavy into 70s funk. So we got a lot of 70s funks growing up. So that's the sound I'm into. The mothership, baby. So I know a lot about that. So, and then too, of course, I was a Death Row fan. So artists, when Snoop brought back into those early stages, I found a lot of that same sound from the 70s. So not so much Al Green, but definitely into that 70s style. But what I was gonna say about it, on the show here, somebody has to, if anybody's watching the show, let me say this before I even say this. We ain't got a handful of people living in each one. If you're watching the show, somebody give me a thumbs up. That way I know I'm not talking to people who ain't never seen it. So if somebody can give me a thumbs up about Love Island, if you've seen it, I'll go ahead and talk about it because I want to cover one thing, and it has racial implications to me, and I want to cover that real quick. And I also want to pump. Maybe I always say this: there are a clean glass, dirty glass. When Elijah Muhammad said, and I'm not a Muslim, but this was one saying I totally agree with. If you've never seen anything but a dirty glass of water, and that's all you've ever drunk, you don't think anything's wrong with it until you've seen a clean glass of water. And I've been seeing a lot of the comments around the males and females of this season of Love Island. And And if you get into the comment section, it's the thing that worries me the most. It's not the people on the show. Remember, Love Island is produced by them folks. They're gonna give you the most degenerate people they can possibly give you and put them in the most toxic situations possible for their entertainment only. So I'm not blaming them for that because they picked idiots a lot of the time. But what I have an issue with when it comes to this show is that, especially as one character, it's the KC character for me. It's a black male on this show. That they have taken this boy and they have denigrated this young man's name. They've allowed these young girls to mean girl this young man. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't stand up for himself. I'm not saying he's bitch made any of this. I'm not saying none of that. What I'm saying is this. The comments about the fact of how he's conducting himself in this place, inside of this place, makes no sense. They have said this boy's all kinds of things. This boy has done nothing but speak life into the young lady that he was dealing with, but gets denigrated at every turn. It is horrible for me to watch, and I watch a lot of people side wrong in this, if you ask me. This spirit that we have and I say this again, I'm gonna keep saying it, I am a black family advocate. When you are doing something wrong, I say hold them to accountable for their business. I don't care if you're male or female. But when I watch this show and I watch a bunch of females who are children in their mind, and they are being propped up as having proper way of handling relationships when they are not, and I'm not saying the men are, but what I'm saying is this world is basically telling those girls it is okay. That is a problem for our culture. Let them folks go out there and have them whack-ass relationships. Girls they cannot act like these girls I see on this show. And this season is the most egregious I've ever seen. But I digress. Like I say, nobody just, I won't address it. I'll leave it alone. I won't even touch it when it comes to that, because I know now I'm gonna rub some people wrong. Uh-oh, hold on a second. Uh-oh. Okay, we're closed. I didn't even see it. So, but I don't want to denigrate him, but that surely bothered me. But anyways, I digress. What is somebody saying before I get out of here? You said sample. You know what? I wasn't a huge James Brown fan though. See, my style, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I'll say this before I go. My style of music is if I'm listening to art, like if I want to hear a ballad, I want it to be powerful. I want the words, the lyrics to be powerful. I want to be, if I'm not going through anything, I want to lay in bed and daydream about going through that so I could relate. That's how much I want the words to hit me with a ballad. When I'm hearing an upbeat song, when I'm hearing a song that's supposed to make me feel good, I want to feel good. It don't have to be super fast. Hell, I love summertime. Ain't nothing better. I'm gonna tell you, if you ain't never felt good, I've never felt better than on a day than that first I don't know now because they got the time all wrong. I don't know what time we in day or night anymore. But they had a time where when spring first hit in the South, and you would go outside for that first day, like say it was Saturday or Sunday, just going to wash the car or something, and that sun would hit you, and that first warmth of the spring, and you would put on Summertime from Will Smith. That song, it was no greater feeling. I would just ride through the city. You ain't got nowhere to go. They don't make music like that anymore. And that wasn't even the fattest song. The lyrics just made you feel like home. When I make music like that, I have songs like that. I can play something here for you. Heartbeat of the world, same thing. Just trying to get the pulse of the people. We don't do that no more. And then if you're gonna get to hip hop, all we ask for in hip hop is it does not have to be a deep story. That's very much appreciated. Especially if you can take a deep story and make it actually a catchy song. That's amazing. But you just need a song that makes sense. Let the rap song have substance to it. You could be talking about peanut butter and jelly, but give me some authenticity. Give me something to make me excited to eat peanut butter and jelly. This whole just make the hook, peanut butter and jelly. And then the song makes no sense. I don't get with it. It's not great music. We are allowing these people to feed us mediocrity because they're trying to snuff out our greatness. Matter of fact, I ended on this. Tiana Taylor and all them talked about on the BET Awards of having we're gonna be the greatest and everybody's great. We black folks is great. This is great. Black folks being great cannot be something that we wear on award night. And I'm not talking like white people keep saying to us. They always say this to us. Oh, y'all need to do. I am not talking that. I'm saying this. We are an amazing group of people. They always come looking for us when they need something. When they want to make some money, that means you are an amazing person. You're the talent. You bring the numbers. And I just want us to live that as a day-to-day moving forward. Because we don't do enough of that now, in my opinion. I feel like what we're doing now, we're just sitting back and we are allowing these people just to say and do to us whatever they want to. And I don't want to do that no more. So moving forward, like I said, let's talk some more positive talk. We'll get back into some more heavy stuff tomorrow. What'd you say up here now? Memory ride with my parents listening to the radio. Yeah, and you know every word of the song too. I used to love that time, man. But yeah, man, I tell you what, y'all come back tomorrow. Y'all see me again. We'll jump back into this. Matter of fact, let me cue up a song. I want to play a video for y'all, but I got some stuff I got to do, so I gotta let it run. So I'm gonna play a nice little playlist for you guys. Get this up here real quick for you guys while I do it. I appreciate you guys for showing up again. And again, if you haven't followed the channel, go ahead and definitely do so. Because if you don't, they're not going to let you know I'm on the air. I think anybody who follows the channel can contest that they definitely will block my channel in return that they get. So I'm gonna need you guys to come out and support it. Follow as many times as you possibly can. I love you for when you do it. And we'll go from there. So other than that, I got the music queued up. Let me go and get that pulled up now. Cut this off on you guys. Hold on. So let me get it queued up for you guys. So, and again, I appreciate you guys for showing up. Definitely follow the backup channel, the L. Scott page. It's called L. Scott on on TikTok, on YouTube. Hold on. I'm gonna let you show it, then I'm gonna let the song play. And this is follow on 300 Radio and the #1. Hit the Cash App if you want to. Follow the platform. I appreciate the love. But definitely 300 Radio and the #1. Follow it on YouTube and you get more of the playback. All right. I'll see you guys up a little bit later. All right. I'm out. Peace.
On too many nights, you folded my shirt while I folded true. Now I'm standing here with nothing but proof. I ain't proud of the man I was, but I'm here now, trying to make this love. If you walk away, I can't blame you, no. But before you go, let me tell you so. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm learning, baby. Stay with me. I was lost. I was lost. I was lost. I was lost. Now I'm on my knees. Stay with me. 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 Oh, I remember your tears on that kitchen tile. Me acting brand new, wearing denial. You gave me your heart. I gave you a stone. Still you kept me warm, kept me from the home. I ain't asking you to forget it all. Just let me stand up before I fall. I ain't proud of the man I was, but I'm here now, trying to make this love. If you walk away, I can't blame you, no. But before you go, let me tell you so. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm learning, baby. Stay with me. I was lost. I was lost. I was lost. I was lost. Now I'm on my knees. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Oh. Stay
low light, red wine, lip print on the rim you bite. Eyes locked, hold mine, slow burn in the midnight quiet. You left neck till gold chain resting on your skin. You say my name like silk. I already know I'm walking in. You lean close asking nothing, but your body asking everything.